and Express and Node.js and MongoDB.
This call is now being
Got it?
recorded.
Okay.
This call is now taking notes.
So where we have left, we left at so web development is being taken by the AI. It is not completely true because AI can generate the UI part or inconsistent pages. Nitish, what is your doubt? Sir, in this training used AI tools? Yes, we can completely use. You can use APIs of Nano Banana for creating some kind of image generative web pages. You can do that if you're interested. If you want me to tell you how you can use Nano Banana, have you ever heard of this Nano Banana? If yes, can you give me a signal like yes and yeah. Hmm. Are you interested in? Okay, I'm getting no also. So, are you interested in doing integration of this Nano Banana in our project? Are you interested? Yes, definitely. We will do that. Don't worry. And Nano Banana is nothing but a image generation model, which is given by the Gemini. So it provides a free tier APIs in order for the students, and we can create different types of applications with that. So we can like build an application which generates the let's say a Photoshop. Like if you upload some pictures, and it will generate the whatever prompt you have given. So this is available in the Gemini, but we can take other use cases also. Like you can generate, if you gave one plant and you wanted to find out how it looks like, if you gave some disease to that, how it looks. So you can generate a number of applications from that, and we can definitely use that in the minor or major project. It will be a application, so which is trending now. And it can we left it it is so AI can generate UI, but it is completely not safe because it doesn't have any backend, or it can't be scaled, it doesn't have any authorization or authentication features. What are the authentication and authorization? We will discuss that. Authorization is nothing but let's say we have one management classroom, like UMS, like student management system. We have this student management system for the university students. We'll be having this, and what could be the structure in this training complete initial to deployment stage? Yes, we'll be doing that. Yes, great. That we can do that, but but it does create the backend, but it is not reliable. Like it doesn't provide the authentication and authorization, or it can't be scaled. It provides, but there should be one developer who should understanding that. Without that knowledge, you cannot like a non-CS person cannot do that. So this is the importance of web development. So you should be knowing all these topics. We'll be covering in the next few classes. So let's say we're having a student management system. What kind of roles and responsibilities students having? Students can have roles like having seeing the class timings, or their fees, or their semester marks. So students can see these things only, but he cannot see what is the number of the faculty, number or his salary, something like that. So he cannot see that. So what happens when a AI creates one application? It doesn't provide it doesn't provide that. It doesn't give that authorization or roles responsibilities. It doesn't provide. It just provides from it might uh, create some APIs and it might provide some UI. It can connect that both. But these system design part is very important, which cannot be generated. So, what are the key parts or important parts of full stack development other than front end and back end? So, I'll be discussing that. I'll be coming to that. So, I'll be taking questions at the last. So, because it is time is taking, I'll be discussing that. Don't worry. We'll be going slow and steady. Okay. So, so this is the importance of full stack web development. And what this is authorization. And what is authentication? Authentication means when an user logged into the one website, when he logged into the website, and he must be server checks whether the this client this user is existing or not. This is something authentication means. If there is no user in the server, server will reply back with that you are not in my system, you are not here, so you need to create one user contact. So it will reply with that. Let's go back to the when you internet formed. Let's start from there. Okay. What is the need of this internet? What is the need of the internet and how it is formed? Let's come from there. So actually, the origin of internet is came from the US, and they wanted to start one communication system which can be useful for the universities to connect with. Like there are universities in the US and all over the world. They wanted to communicate with each other, but there is one problem. They can use the telecommunications lines, but there is one huge problem. What is that? If one of the telecommunication fails, the everything in the communication fails. So they introduced something known as ARPANET. So this is ARPANET. It is the, like, you can say, low version of the internet. It follows the TCP/IP. Have you seen how TCP/IP works? Anyone? You must be learned in the computer networks, right? Yes, yes. You don't have to worry about that. It is completely different from the web development. Don't worry about that. Okay. So you can learn that. Yes, yes. You can learn that internet works with this TCP/IP thing. So later that they gave permission for the whole world. They can use internet for the communication. So that's how internet formed. Later, internet is used for the communication only. But later, companies wanted something new. They wanted to create some. They wanted to market their business. So they formed the websites. In the past, there was no CSS. There is no main brain of the web development, which is JavaScript. There is no JavaScript. Without the JavaScript, the website is very static. You can only do changes in the HTML. Static web applications. Can anyone tell what is the difference between dynamic and static websites? Anyone? What is the difference? Yes. So basically, what static website means, it doesn't have any brain. Like uh, like if you give some fields, it doesn't change at all in the real time. Even they had to change in the server side in order to change anything. So let's say we'll be having client and server. Server need to send that information about the website in order to showcase in the client. Yes, no change in the static. It need to send that information to the client whenever I type something, no, Google or anything from my computer. So what does it happen? My client goes to the server and it brings some information about it, and it will show on my computer. This is static. If I do anything in the client side, doesn't reflect in the server because I don't have any brain. I have only HTML. I cannot do with that anything. So it is the main problem for the uh, developers and all. They cannot do anything much about it. So they implemented something JavaScript, which is the main brain of the website. So what now? Okay, you gave some brain to the website. So what now? What happens? So what happens if you gave brain to the website? Because it literally can do anything, like functions. We'll be discussing in the later class. What are the functions? If I tell the website that that I need to change my name, or I want to change something, I want to change the my information. I want to change my information, and what JavaScript does, it will send one API. It will contact the server. It will contact the server. Hey server, that I need to change user's information. Can you do that? What server says, yes, I can do that because you're telling me. So what server do? It will directly change the information in the DB database, and it will send the response, and it will showcase in the website. So this is not not completely dynamic, because what dynamic means, website should be you can say websites must be responsive with the user's actions. This is in a simpler way you can say that. Okay, we learned about what is static and what is dynamic. And next we will learn about APIs. How exactly APIs works. So as I told, I'm at a restaurant. I'm a client. Client means your PC, and there is kitchen, and I need something Chinese food. I'll tell the waiter that I need some information. I mean, some food. Whom I'll tell? I'll tell the waiter, which is API. I'll tell the API that I need some Chinese food. And what does API do? It will directly contact the server, and it will tell, hey server, user is asking for information. Can you do that? So what kitchens do? Kitchen means chef. It will cook the food. Means it will do some operations with the database. Database means some food items, you can say. It will check in the database if the existing information is there or not. It will check that, and it will do that operation, and it will reply back to the client, and it will show in the client side. Let's say your Facebook. Hmm. Let's say Facebook, and you logged in, and you're asking for that your some post of your friends. You're asking that, and whom you are asking? You are asking the client um, in your uh, service provider. Yes, yes. You can say that it might be AWS or Oracle. It can be anything. So there are a lot of providers who are providing the hosting part. And where does it have? It is in the servers, in the data centers. Data centers consist of these servers. It might be it might nearest to you also. In India, we have data centers like in Delhi, and in Vizag also they are building some data centers for the Google, I guess. So these data centers hosting these backend servers. So Facebook have data center in Delhi, let's say. It have the information of the all the users of India, and what your phone consists of the client. So in client, you are making API calls. What kind of API calls you can do? You can do calls like get. Get means you're asking the server for the information. And what you can do update. Update means you want to update your date of birth. Okay, you're asking for ask to update. You want to update your date of birth, or you want to delete some post. You want to delete your pictures. You want to delete your some messages. This is also an API call. Ask to delete. Or you can say, maybe I want to change my password. I want to make some change in my passwords. So partial change. So these are the operations can be done using APIs, which is you can say REST API. We'll talk about it later. So this whole thing can be put in something called HTTP protocol, which means which having the client server architecture. It is known as HTTP protocol. HTTP protocol means which having a client server architecture and communicating with each other using a request and response method. So it is happening there. You can see it is requesting for the service. It is requesting, and it is responding with some operations, or it is some responding with some information. This is HTTP protocol. And there is also one thing, HTTPS and HTTP. You must be heard of it, right? What is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Can anyone tell that? Okay, what makes it secured? We have something known as SSL. So yes. So if you deploy any website in your on your machine, it will show like HTTP, which doesn't have any SSL. And what is going on with the HTTPS? It consisting of one SSL file, which is used for the authentication with the server side. Server HTTP response is saying it consists of one authentication code. It is going to the server and saying, "Hey server, he's authenticated. You don't have to worry about it." If you go with the HTTP website, it doesn't know if you are authorized or not. So it will show you that this site is not secure. This kind of pop-ups can be seen on the websites. Okay, which means it is not secured. It doesn't have any SSL authorized SSL certificate. So we have discussed about HTTPS and HTTP, and let's discuss about we have discussed about client server architecture and APIs. And what is the next thing? DNS. So what is exactly this DNS? It is the full form of a short form of domain name system. So domain name system is a server in nearest, it can be nearest to you. So you have your phone in your home and you're having one Wi-Fi. You're asking the Google that for any website, let's say Google, you're asking for the Google of, and you enter and it will go to the nearest DNS server. Let's say you're asking for the Google website and it is going for the internet providers, local internet providers. After that, it will check. So websites doesn't have any these names, these fancy names. It doesn't have it because server doesn't have any names. They only consist of this IP address. This is the target server we are asking for. But we don't know the IP address of this server. We don't know because it is in the numbers. We cannot remember all these IP addresses of the server in order to contact them. So what happens? We have one middleware, something known as DNS. So what does it do? What exactly does it remember? Why do you need to use that? What does a DNS do is it maps with the names of the websites, mapping with IP address of the server. So maybe these Google having some kind of IP address, and we don't know that, but our and it will direct Google and it will return back with the solution you asked for. So it goes to the DNS, and from DNS it will directly goes to the server, and from server it directly comes to your IP address. So how exactly is going from your mobile? You're typing okay. What kind of request are you sending to the server? You're sending some important information like your IP address, and what did you ask, like your request, like you're asking for the Google. So it will be a JSON file with the metadata and what information you asked for. So it will go to the server and it returns with another JSON with the solution you asked. It might be anything like you asked for the site. It will return with the files with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, anything that you asked for. It will come back to you and it will render in your mobile or computer. So this is how these request and response work between your client and server. Are you clear of this domain name system? Can anyone tell me? Are you clear about the DNS? Hello. Are you clear about DNS? If anyone didn't understand, please let me know. I can read it. DNS is nothing but one nodes. Let's say you are cooking something, and you want to cook something, but you don't know the recipe. So what do? You will call your mom. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I didn't tell this. Have you heard of this cache? So it is very time taking for the DNS to search all of the IP addresses. So every time you type something, it needs to research everything. So it is very exhausting. So we need some method which remembers the frequent asked uh, files. So DNS having this cache system, whenever it stores the frequent asks. So this user is asking this similar question every time. So I need to remember that. This is what DNS thinks. So it's like a notebook of your recipe. So you don't have to call your mom for the cache. Exactly, I'll tell you. That is what I'm telling. So Sudipta, hi Sudipta. And let's say you're cooking some recipe, you want to cook some paneer, and you don't know the recipe. You don't have any mobile or something. Uh, I mean, internet or something. You want to call your mom and you're asking for the recipe. And for the next time, you're taking the notes of that recipe and you're saving that in your notes on a paper. In next time you want to cook that same recipe, you don't have to call your mom and ask for the recipe, because you're already saved that recipe on your notes. This is what DNS do. DNS save that information about the recipe in some kind of storage. It saves the IP address of the Google. Okay, it saves the IP address of the Google mapping with the name. So when the user asks the name, it will search the recipe and it will return with the IP address, and the request will be sent to the IP address. IP address of what? IP address of Google server. Sorry. IP address of Google server. Okay. Is it clear? Sir, is it similar to as dataset? No, it is similar to like mapping. Have you ever used this map data structure? Maps and set is something like unique values. Do you know, guys, mapping system? Key value pairs. Key value pair. Which means, let's say key is your Google name and value is the IP address. So this data structure consists of thousands of key value pairs. It doesn't contain only Google. It may be consisting of Facebook or Instagram, and with the mapping of value of the IP address of the Facebook. Yeah, Harsha, because it is important to understand the fundamentals of how these web applications and everything works. I'll definitely come to the front end part. Don't worry about it. It is not that hard. So don't worry about that. I'll teach you in a good way. Okay. Got it, Harsha? Say yes if you understand. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So we have covered DNS, IP addresses, client, server, APIs, everything. And I want you to do one thing today. We will start this technical part with JavaScript and everything from tomorrow. I want you to understand the design part also. Have you ever used the Figma? Anyone? Mhm. Okay, Figma is basically used by the web developers in order to design the web applications. So let's say I have a client. He wants me to design. He wants one website. I cannot directly code and implement those things. It can be implemented, but it will be very like it won't look professional. You need some designing tool like Figma. If you want do anyone wants to do freelancing. Yeah. So for freelancing, let's say you want to implement application for the your client, but you won't be having any team for the designing part. So what you need to do? You need to design your own web application. So for that, we'll be using Figma. So Figma is basically nothing but a designing tool to design the front end part of the web application. So it is like a drag and drop tool. You can say that it is similar to the Canva. So I want you to implement headers and borders. Can you do that? Hello, am I clear? Hello, can anyone tell if I'm audible? Yeah, I will repeat. From which part my voice was missing? Where did I miss? Okay, I'll start again. So we are discussing about what to do. Yes, task. So I will be giving one example of the website. I want you to design this tool. I mean this landing page with the Figma. You need to use Figma and design that. I will give the references and how you need to do. Yeah, I am asking you to implement the landing page of your website. It is like a task for like in this training. I won't be only teaching you. I want you to do that practically and implement that. Okay, got it? Got it, everyone? Hmm. I want you to implement every day, and I want you to uploading that into GitHub. Do you guys know GitHub how it works and how these things work at GitHub? Hmm. Got it. So tomorrow onwards, we will be learning this technical stuff, coding. So I will be giving daily a few tasks every day, and you need to do that task, and you need to learn something new every day, and you will be uh, like building your portfolio. By the end of this training, you will be having one portfolio to showcase all your works, your projects, everything. Okay. Hmm. Okay, got it, everyone? Which application? Yeah, I will provide the links. Don't worry. In the you are in the same group, right? WhatsApp group. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I will give the reference and I'll give some tutorials to build the landing page. Okay, I will give the links and you can. It doesn't even take 1 hour or 2 hours. So you need to spend every day these hours and to build those tasks. So it is for your own good. By the end of this season, you will be a good web developer. You can even start your own freelancing. If you're good enough, I'll be hiring someone if you're doing that. So so how to do freelancing? We will discuss Raj, and we can also provide notes. Yeah. Today is only theoretical, right? We didn't discuss much, so we just learn the history of the web development. We will. I will provide you notes from tomorrow. Okay, got it. So the curriculum which was shared that is not opening properly. It is only in the center margin. Okay. Just ping me the. Okay, I'll check that the curriculum. These are reference we will implement. Yeah, I will provide you after this class. Okay. Yes, Santosh. What kind of you can do that? It is completely free. Figma. You just need to sign in and you need to do the tasks and uh, you need to. I will give you Excel and you can share the links of the Figma or you can share it on LinkedIn or tagging me. Okay. My name is Venu Tejaswi. You can search on LinkedIn. You can directly you can tag me and post on LinkedIn or give you a list of designs for to. Yes. I'll give you definitely. For now, for today, you just design the landing page. I'll give with the Figma. Or do you want me to teach, or can you do it yourself? Because it is not that hard because it's same as the Canva because it will be time wasting if you see. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Hi Nitish, do you have any questions? Nitish, you raised your hand. Nitish, are you good or you have any questions? First, we'll try by ourselves if got some trouble. Yes, definitely. I'll be here. Nitish, you got question? You're raising your hands. So you're clear, right, about the HTTP and DNS, everything we learned today. So we're going to use Figma for designing part because it is the first step in the web development. This is the first step. You need to design. I'll tell you what is the structure and how you are going to. So whenever you receive some project from a client, let's say I'm a freelancer, I got one project of web development. He wants me to develop this. So first thing take uh, I'm going to take the requirements of the clients, whether he wants what is the business purpose of this website, and what are the things he wants, and what kind of pages he needs. Let's say he wants one or some e-commerce website. he wants to launch his own shoes brand. He wants to do that, and I'll ask him what kind of pages you need, and I'll design the pages whatever he wants, like checkout page or landing page. These are the pages I need to design, and I need to ask him if it look good, because directly implementing those things will be time wasting. You cannot develop that and tell that client, and I developed this, and they will make changes. They'll make changes. So you need to do the designing part first, and then you will jump into the coding part. And you will look into after that, after designing the front end, you will build the backend APIs. You will build that, and you will host that backend on some server, let's say AWS, and you will host this front end on another server, let's say Vessel or something. You will put one gateway between both, and this is how the workflow of the web development looks like. It is a high level view of the process. Don't worry about it. Just do full statement as assignment. Yeah, definitely, Sudipta. I will share that in the group. Do check out. I'll provide one document with the links. You need to do that, and after doing that, you can post it somewhere, or you can save that and share that link. Okay, I'll be reviewing tomorrow. These whoever does best, I'll announce their names. Okay. It's okay. Okay. Can you provide any feedback? Do I need to change anything? Everyone, can you provide the feedback if I need to make any changes? Like, am I fast? Am I? Yeah. I'll provide the link. I will post that right after the class by 9 o'clock. Yeah. Any feedback, guys? Any improvement you need? Yeah. If you like the teaching style, you can just hit the thumbs up.
So, hi everyone. Sorry for the interruption. I just need to mention one thing here. So, from tomorrow onwards, everyone please kindly join on time. There is only 2 to 5 minutes of time to allow for you all. And if there's not going to be join after 5 minutes, no one is going to be joined to the training session. It will be completely restricted, and there is going to have an HR who is going to appoint for you from tomorrow onwards. They will observe if any names regarding any games or something which was mentioned, or else any squad or something which was mentioning. There should need to be only full name with the having of your first name and second name should need to be displayed in your particular mail ID on your particular name, which is going to be displayed here. So please kindly check it out your names and please join accordingly. Please change it by tomorrow itself. And also the meeting link, everything will be shared in your committee. Please kindly join your committee and please be active as well. And please kindly check your dashboards, and also everything was going to be done from your end. And recordings will be updated in the YouTube itself. So who has been personalized and who has been subscribed, for them it will be going to be get displayed as well in the private section. And it will be updated from every 24 to 48 hours in your channel itself. So hope everything was clear, and kindly join on time, maintain the disciplinaries, and maintain the time management as well from your end. If anything else feedback, please kindly connect to the management team. I'm providing the management team number as well. Any dashboard or anything else, please do mention, and they will going to respond to it as well. So kindly the links and everything here itself, and please do let me know the feedback and all to the mentor and the trainee who was going to be mentioned from the sir who was in Venu Tejaswi was here. So the sir is going to explain and also train it very well. So I just need to know the feedback, any improvements or anything else you want it. And if you're satisfied, please do mention satisfied in the chat box itself. What was the training session 1? Guys, everyone.